Hello everyone, it's Luphisra here. Back to play more of Secret Files 2 Puritas Cordis. I got my food with me. Got my snack. How about you guys? Did you guys grab your food, grab your snacks, grab something to eat? So this playthrough will be a bit slower because I'm eating. So we can relax and enjoy. Nope, still working. When's your break time? It's too late to eat for you, Harma? Well, it's almost 10 p.m. where I'm from, and I'm still eating. This is why I'm fat, guys. Okay. I can't go over there
Easily get over
because she doesn't let me. Yeah, I have the same time zone, but I'm just too hungry to care. Exercise or choice. You push your back if you lose a work rhythm, you take a break. But you do take a break to eat, right? You don't just go starving yourself, right? Okay. We're supposed to heat up the water, but how do we do that?
If I drop the I don't want to hold it over the fire.
Don't want to hold it over the fire. I have to make something.
The fire...
I'm gonna make a stand or something. Under can be ignored. Yeah. But do you have any set timing to eat, or is it just like you can go whenever you're hungry? Whenever? Okay. So not that bad yet. Yeah, not that bad. So you can actually eat whenever you want. Which is good and bad, I guess.
A hat stand.
I can hang the
I
bucket.
could hang this bucket of water on the hat stand. All right, that's what I'll do then.
Oh, I need to combine it in my inventory. Okay, sorry. My bad.
So, what's on the menu today?
Chocolate.
Good idea. But I'll pour away some of this water first. I'm sure I don't need that much for this little candy bar. There. That's better. Soup au chocolat. This recipe may get me my own cooking show someday. The candy bar has melted. I can take the bucket down now.
And the handle is just not
Taste a bit salty, but in
hot.
this case,
Okay.
it justifies the means.
I mean, so long as you have glucose, so we can give it to our friend and he doesn't die.
Here, drink this. It will help.
Ah, thank you so much. I really needed that.
You're welcome. Looks like I've taken the lead in our little life-saving contest. You owe me.
Yes, you're probably right. You'll want some answers to your questions, I suppose.
Well, I've been robbed,
Yes, we want a lot of
shot
questions.
at, and nearly drowned. I'd say a few answers are the least I can expect, wouldn't you?
Right. Let's start at the beginning. First, my name is David Corell. I'm a vicar in Berlin, and I investigate sects and the dangers they pose on behalf of the church.
Pleased to meet you. Nina Kalenkov.
Very nice to meet you. So, as I said, I deal with certain associations outside of the church. Some time ago, I came across a new, very aggressive sect by the name of Puritas Cordis.
The most famous one.
Evangelist Pat Shelton?
Right on. Apparently, Puritas Cordis believes in the prophecies of Zandona, an obscure 17th century French prophet.
Something along the lines of Nostradamus?
Yes, but the prophecies of Nostradamus were really vague and quite open to interpretation. Zandona, on the other hand, predicted a series of very real disasters. They were supposed to happen in a specific order, culminating in the apocalypse.
Zandona. Now, where have I heard that name before?
I tried to look him up in old church archives. Not very...
Did we hear about Zandona in the first game?
There's nothing at all about Zandona?
Or was it just in this game? I don't remember.
The central registers are missing several tomes of records from this period. And I didn't have much luck in other archives either. Practically all records that might have contained some information about Zandona have vanished into...
The Puritas Cordis sect, I think,
2
stole
weeks
it.
ago, a centuries-old parchment surfaced in Cambridge. A letter from a nun mentioning Zandona. The very letter you're carrying right now.
Ah, so that's what these people on the ship were looking for?
I think so, yes. Anyone who possesses it is definitely in danger.
Of course.
My luck.
When are we not in danger?
The letter before you was my colleague, Patterson. He was going to follow some clues from the letter in northern France. He was the one who slipped you the letter at the harbor. He was probably being followed, and when he noticed, he passed the letter on to you. Not a moment too soon. May the Lord have mercy on his soul.
And now I'm stuck with it.
Unfortunately, yes. I'm so sorry that you got dragged into this. I witnessed the so-called accidents at the harbor. I realized he must have given someone the letter, so I boarded the ship in his place. I wanted to make sure the letter didn't fall into the wrong hands, and that its new owner was safe.
People are being murdered for an old letter? Could its contents really be that important?
Maybe, maybe not.
Anno Domini 1681. Now that my great
Oh, the nun is reading it. Okay.
equally great closure, I can finally muster the courage to write down what I saw. My hands are still shaking today when I think of all the poor souls of Gatineau. I will never forget them. Screaming women, burning houses, crying children. A flaming inferno. Just like he predicted. Just like every single one of the disasters he foretold. This Zandona, he may be a man of faith, he may be a prophet, but is he also a man of God? There is no sense in musing about that now. I have failed. The key lay within my hands. The key that could have halted all the looming disasters and changed the course of events. The burning mountains, the great flood.
So you're the cause of the apocalypse?
It was up to me to prevent them. But my faith was weak. All those years, the key lay well hidden within the ruins of Gatineau. And the saint who showed me the way appeared to me in a dream every night. But my fear was too great, and I never returned there. I have failed. And therefore, all I have left is hope. The hope that those brothers and sisters who follow may not succumb to the phantoms of fear, doubt, and weakness, as I did. The hope that they may boldly take the only path that is still open, strong in faith and fearless in action. I pray to God that it might be thus. Otherwise, the last of the prophecies will come true as well, and our fates will be sealed. May the Lord be with you. May you find the strength to take the key and try to stem the tide of Zandona's prophecies. Forgive me, Sister Elise.
Sister Elise? Seriously?
Sister Elise basically announced that the apocalypse is almost upon us.
Oh, come on. That seems a bit exaggerated.
Have you already forgotten the flood wave then?
How could I?
See? And what did the letter say? It mentioned a flood wave, didn't it?
That could be a coincidence.
And by mere coincidence, some people are leaving dead bodies in their wake just to get their hands on this letter? And by mere coincidence, During these last few weeks, a major part of the very disasters that Zandona foretold happened one after the other, in the exact order of the prophecy.
Which is...
First pestilence and disease, just like the epidemic in Western Africa that still has millions of people living as fugitives.
So you think that was the first harbinger? What next?
Next, the punishment of the greedy.
The burning oil fields in the Middle East leading up to a severe economic crisis?
Probably, and then a war.
There are plenty of those to choose from. But the most gruesome is probably the Civil War in South America, triggered by the collapse of the financial system.
Earthquake.
Japan.
Burning mountains.
The volcanic eruptions in Southeast Asia.
Followed
That is a lot of natural disasters.
For ourselves. You're beginning to scare me.
I am sorry, but this is what Zandona's prophecy says. And it is also what the Puritas Cordis sect is preaching. I have no idea what the key might be that Sister Elise mentions in her letter, but she seems to think that the prophecies can be stopped by using this key.
How can anyone stop a prophecy?
Beats me, but I know this much. If there is even the slightest possibility that all those disasters may actually be followed by the apocalypse, we have a real problem on our hands. And if there is even a remote possibility of stopping the apocalypse, or at least taking some appropriate...
Yeah, we need to stop this apocalypse from happening.
Definitely make use of it.
Okay, you're right. I can't and won't really believe that a bunch of old prophecies are about to come true. But looking down from a cloud afterwards and saying, if only I had, doesn't seem too tempting either. What do you suggest?
We need to go to Gatineau.
Where exactly is that?
The place vanished from the history books centuries ago. But a few years ago, they discovered...
Zandona causing the apocalypse, or just predicting
I
it?
think it's Gatineau.
You make a good point, actually.
To find
We don't know.
We must do so before anyone else does. Before it's too late.
Then we should head there immediately.
It could be like
There's another
followers
section of
causing the
each of
prophecy
that.
too, right?
Maybe we'll find something...
They're making these accidents happen, so they're not really natural disasters. They're like man-made
Descent.
somehow.
All right. I'm still feeling sort of shaky, but I guess I'll be up to lending you a hand for a little climb. When you want to come back, just let me know. I'll help you get up here then.
Great. I'm going to take a look
Yeah, it could be like a death call. They're trying to kill everybody and make the prophecy happen.
What's over there? And it would be good to know where on earth we are.
Okay, hold on. All right.
The
Another
suitcase is
suitcase.
locked.
Of course it's locked.
It looks a bit tattered, but you never know. There might still be something usable inside. A map. It looks about as tattered as the tank bag, but I guess that was to be expected.
We can just make do with that. Why not?
Cardboard is totally soaked. I can't make any use of it.
Of course
I
not.
can't make any use of it in this state. Without a front wheel, the motorcycle is resting on the ground. There's no way I can push it through the soft sand like this.
I have a wheel.
It actually fits in the fork. But the engine is still resting on the ground, so I can't push it. I had better take the wheel off again.
So about the death call, I feel like it could be like they believe it so much that they're making it happen. Like, no, because they want it to be real.
I can't make any use of...
Off sand.
This motorcycle is a total wreck. A car battery won't be any use here.
Oh, it could be for the boat.
Yes, I could use the shovel as a paddle when we leave here, but I'll keep it for now just in case I need it for something else.
Okay. And slide. Can I dig? Open it with the acid, maybe?
A little acid from the battery should work wonders. What have we got here? This suit doesn't look too bad. And there's a digital camera here, too. I should make a habit of looting stranded suitcases. There is nothing usable left inside.
Oh. That's a suit.
This looks decent enough.
Do you want the suit? Change out of your wet clothes?
I found you some nice dry clothes. Well, nice might be stretching it a bit, but at least they are dry.
The way you are fussing over me, you would make a great nun.
That's a bit of an overstatement. You'd better get...
Nah, I'm not interested in being a nun. Sorry.
This is much better.
All right.
Great idea. I can use that to lift the boat. I'll go get some more of those life vests.
Okay, lucky she got it for me.
Hovercraft.
Okay.
No sail, no engine, no oars. We wouldn't get far in this.
I got the battery, but I need the engine from this one.
It actually fits in the fork. But the engine is still resting on the ground, so I can't push it. I had better take the wheel off again.
Oh, can I tie it up with the hose? Maybe? Oh? Well, damn.
I'll just wind this hose around here.
Oh.
I've fixed plenty of motorcycles before, but this is a bit different.
Well, that works. Put the engine here.
His man once said, if the boat will not come to the motorcycle will go to the boat.
Battery and the engine.
This motorcycle is a
Toolbox.
Yes, that might do the trick. I'll remove this engine and attach it to the boat. Off to work. A perfect fit.
Our battery.
I've built in an engine, but that won't be much use without a propeller.
What about the wheel? Motorcycle? No. I need a propeller.
A state-of-the-art...
Okay, wait. Sorry. Can I go over that side? Is there a propeller here?
with those spears sticking out of the pole. No thanks, I've had enough. I'm not climbing up there again.
Oh. Propeller. Do I grab this?
I'd have to be some kind of comic book hero to get up there. Or a talented rock climber.
How do I get up there?
No thanks. The camera's optical and digital zoom functions are really handy. I can even read the place names from that signpost on the camera's display. There seem to be... I'd have to be some kind of...
So, what's the place?
Thanks to the digital zoom, I can even see the place names in this picture of the signpost. They don't mean much to me, though. The map shows the same towns I saw written on the signpost, including Gatineau, the place David Carell spoke of. It's a bit more than a stone's throw away, but easy enough to find. We just have to follow the Seine upstream.
Now I just need a propeller.
Have to be a handy... I'd have to be...
How do I get a fan propeller? Anything on the ship? Nothing on the ship.
How are you doing?
I'm still feeling rather weak, but I'll be all right.
I figured out where we are and in what direction we need to travel to get to Gatineau.
I'm very glad to hear that. Now, we'll just have to figure out how to get away from here.
Is this boat really our only chance of getting out of here?
Yes.
I'm afraid so.
I had better get back to working on the rest of our problems.
Oh, I would really love to help you, but...
It's all right. You're already helping me by providing a way to move from one side of the beach to the other. The power's off, but what am I supposed to do with the cable?
Where's the battery?
I would need some kind of charging device.
Of course not. I don't have the fan propeller thing, though. What to do, what to do. Oh, dig at the landslide. Okay.
I'll never be able to move the entire landslide, but I'll just dig near these scraps of packaging. Maybe the contents are still around here, too. A fan blade from a truck's alternator.
Nice.
Looks like my digging has actually turned up something useful. A nearly perfect makeshift propeller. My training as a motorcycle mechanic has proved useful once again. It looks ready to go. If the vicar has no objections, we can get moving now.
Come on, let's get him.
How
Let's
are
go.
you doing?
I'm still feeling rather weak, but I'll be all right.
I think we have everything we need now. Our current location, a map to get us to our destination, a more or less intact boat, and dry clothes.
Yes, I think we can head for Gatineau now.
Let's hope we find the clues we're looking for there.
I certainly hope so, too.
And hopefully you guys don't starve to death without any money and everything. Meanwhile, Indonesia. We're in the temple.
I can't see a thing, but at least I'm inside the temple, which means I'm closer to rescuing Sam.
Okay, let's save before I do anything. Light.
Just pull the balloon over the hard hat's lamp.
And then wear it.
There be light. A hard hat with a lamp on is a pretty useful thing.
Okay, ancient control panel.
There are 3 rows of stone buttons here, 8 buttons per row. Looks like you can only push 1 button in each row. If you push a second button, the first one will pop back out again. Which button should I push in the top row?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me look around first.
Something behind this door must be giving off that red glow. There's a square niche in this wall. No idea what it's for. Maybe you're supposed to put something inside it again.
Also, could be the planets thing.
Compiled by Sam. The natives of this island must already have known many of the planets in our solar system.
I'll take a photo of that.
Sensational. And if I've interpreted Sam's scribbles on the back correctly, Venus...
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna cut him off a little bit. see if I can solve the panel puzzle with this.
Rows of stone buttons here. 8 buttons per row. Looks like you can only push one button in each row. If you push a second button, the first one will pop back out again. Which button should I push in the top row?
These are the planets. So there's a hierarchy. Venus was outside, so this is Mars, Juno, Saturn, Earth. This is Venus.
Which symbol should I choose in the second row?
Has to be hierarchy. So Venus, Mars,
Choose in row 3.
then Jupiter.
Oh, that didn't do any good.
No? Do I need a hint? I need a hint.
There are 3 rows of
But how am I supposed to know which one goes where? The niche. There has to be something that tells me what the thing is, right?
That thing does look pretty scary.
Any clues?
There's a hole in the wall beneath the face.
There's no clues?
This isn't some TV crime
Well, it could have a clue. Seriously, why do you not take it? I'm a bit confused, man. I'm gonna take a peek at the walkthrough and see if I could. There's a little hint. Oh, there's a wall painting. Apparently I missed that. Let's go back in. There's a wall painting here that I need to look at. My bad.
Looks like modern art, but it's probably actually pretty old.
So, if it's hard hat.
Pull the balloon over the hard hat.
So this is Venus. So green is the Venus. Yeah, it's dark. It's kind of easy to miss when you can't see anything, right? So Venus. Let me take some notes. First symbol, green is Venus. So we need colors for the others so that I can actually...
I'll just remove this from the lamp in case I need it for something else.
Can you wear the hard hat at least? Because I can see anything?
Looks like modern art, but it's probably actually pretty old.
There's yellow, red, pink, and blue.
2 glow...
I need to dye the cling
Now
wrap.
I have a piece of red plastic wrap.
Okay, then red.
I'll just wrap the cling wrap around the hard hat's lamp.
Red is that one. Which one is that one? Give me a sec. Let me take a photo and then I'll just track it. Okay, look at the planets again.
A list of planets. And if I've in Venus.
So just now was the Venus. Red is Juno. Red is Juno. Okay, red is Juno. Then I need more cling film things, I think. Clear dye. Oh,
I should remove the...
wait, can I dye it? Wait, can I? Wait.
I'm wearing... I'll just...
Wait, you just wear the hat first. Can I dye this? No. I need some clear plastic or something to dye it so I could put it on the hat. Because I at least need 3 colors. Let's look at the camp, see if there's anything.
Can is open. I'll just leave it there. Otherwise, I'll probably spill it all over my pants. And then I'll smell like a hobo for days. Sam's backpack.
Okay, any other clear plastic or whatever?
I don't even know which of these have been planted.
Okay, never mind.
I don't think I...
Don't think you should light a fire. There's water here. Nothing blue or yellow yet.
2 glow...
Nothing at the camp, though. Oh, wait. Can I wash the dye off of the plastic? Hello, Gooba and Jetpack. Welcome to the stream.
Some of them to bloom. It's much too...
I'm streaming spontaneously on a Thursday night. Not for that much longer, though, because I do have to work tomorrow. But I am streaming a little bit. Yeah, no, I can't wash the dye off the red plastic. Love that. It's 10:30 a.m. here. Well, it's 10:30 p.m. where I'm from, so 12 hours difference. Yay! I won't be able to stream for too long today, but I can stream longer tomorrow. I am streaming tomorrow as well. How do I do this? Can I guess the last one? Can I guess the last symbol? How am I supposed to... Spontaneous was right. Yeah, I don't usually stream on a Thursday night, but I was in a good mood. I did stuff at work, so... Can I look at the inscription and take back some of the stuff that I left there? With the door closed? I do not have any other things to take. I could guess.
3...
Venus.
There are 3 rows.
Juno.
Which symbol? What should I choose in row 3? Ah,
Okay.
There are 3. Which
Venus.
Which symbol should I choose? What should
Juno.
I choose in row 3?
Not Juno again. Mars is not it.
Oh, that...
That'd be something I missed that I could take and get, oh, white berries. What do I use the white berries for? There has to be a way to make it blue, right? Is there anything I could get blue? I only have the flag. Wouldn't the spider come back? Yes, whatever.
I'll just wrap the flag around the hard hat's lamp.
And look at the symbol.
The
That looks like a
light
fish.
transformed the strange wall painting into a strange symbol.
Neptune. That's Neptune. So it's like a fish one. Okay, Neptune. Can get rid of the
I'll just...
black. And I just need normal color. Okay.
There are 3. Which...
That one, this one, and the fish one.
This must be the back wall of that ugly face, which means I should be right behind Sam.
Sam?
Sam, can you hear me?
What? What was that? It came directly from that horrible face. But it sounded almost human. This cannot be. My mind is playing tricks on me.
Seriously, like, Max is kind of dumb. You should make, like, a monster-like noise to scare the person off. Why just say Sam?
Psst, Max, the statue works like a megaphone. People can hear you for miles around. Your voice is extremely distorted, but the guard can still tell it's human. If this guy gets suspicious, we've got a problem. While we still have the element of surprise on our side, we should make good use of it. We should be able to take the guy on between us, right?
Sorry, I'm drinking my milk tea. I made some milk
I
tea
have
and
no idea how Max
it made
managed
my
to get
tracker go
through the
crazy.
back door, but the fact that he's here now significantly improves my situation. But the guard is still armed, and his buddy must be hanging out here somewhere as well. We need to be extremely careful.
So now we're playing as Sam? We've only a compass?
Here, Max, I've got something for you.
Oh, I can switch between the two. Alright, let me save first. Not gonna do that again. Compass. What can we do with the compass? Does it not say anything? It does not say anything. Wait, I thought I could make it...
Here, Max, I've got something for you.
I thought I could make it, like, croak, and then it will, like, broadcast it. Like, he would think it's...
Good idea. The frog's croaking will probably sound just as distorted as my voice did, but that still won't impress the guard while he has his wits about him. On the contrary, he might decide to go check where the odd noise is coming from, and that would not be so convenient.
Oh, okay. My bad. Didn't know that was a thing. So, what am I supposed to do? What can I hand her that will be useful?
A long...
White berries? Have her eat some and then it would be like, ah, I'm poisoned! Or something, I don't know. I mean, it might be poisonous, right? I could always hand it to her. I could try stuff. I don't know.
Taking good aim? Right on target.
Can I mush it? What else do I need? If only he had a weapon like a gun.
I cannot skewer anything with this tube, and I don't think I can get at the bananas or oranges by applying suction. I'll try a raspberry instead.
Lucky he doesn't hear anything.
Raspberry obtained. Minimal damage, barely licked. I'll go ahead and stuff one of the little white berries into the raspberry, since it would be almost impossible the other way round.
And then
Taking good aim. Right on target.
can I eat
Hello? Do you hear?
a raspberry?
Yes, what's up?
Could you be persuaded to let me have some fruit from that bowl?
Like what, for example?
I would feel truly blessed if I were permitted to partake of one of those delectable raspberries. Do you think this humble request could possibly be fulfilled?
What?
Me can have raspberry?
No, but I can.
Eat it and pass out.
What is that?
What is what?
I'm feeling funny. It is getting so bright. Everything is terribly bright. And the ground, it keeps...
Pass out. Come on, pass out. Hurry up.
The face! It moved! Really! I saw it move! Oh, what is going on with me?
Now he's about ready for some truly grand visions. Ah, sweet revenge.
Okay, now I can make the frog croak. Croak away.
Go, buddy. Make yourself comfortable in the mouth of this ghastly face.
What was that? And where did it come from? The stone face! It is talking to me!
Yeah, get scared, ran away.
I must leave here as fast as I can, or... Easy, boy. Stay calm. It's just your imagination running wild. It's all in your head. If only my imagination weren't so horribly real.
Oh, the guy was so close to smashing into the nearest tree in a panic. I need to push him a little further still.
How so?
Lights, music, and action.
Wow. That does look scary. When you're hallucinating, that does look scary.
Max, I could kiss you!
You mean here and now?
Well, maybe we had better make our escape first, before the guard recovers from his panic attack or his comrade returns.
More empty promises.
Yes, it's scandalous. Will you let me out anyway?
Hey, Max, do you remember Nina, your ex-girlfriend that you're still in love with?
Will you have second thoughts and lock me back up? Let's get out of here.
Wait, I think the guard dropped something.
What is that?
I don't know. It sure looks strange. There's a second door in the temple chamber. I couldn't get it open. And there's a depression in the wall right next to it. Maybe this will fit in there.
You want to go back into the temple?
I'm not sure, but I would really like to know.
Really? When there's the comrade, like, wandering around?
Whoever those people are, there must be some reason why they tried to put a stop to your excavation, and why they decided to kidnap you when their tactics failed.
That's all very well, but do you realize that there are at least 2 more armed guards on the loose here?
Sure, but they don't know I'm still around.
Yes, the key word being still. Max, we need to get away.
I guess you're right, but how?
They must have found my hydroplane by now and put it out of action.
Great. Now what?
Nowhere else to go.
Look, you know your way around here, don't you? And you know which authorities we need to contact on the mainland.
Yes, I do, but...
Well, this is my first time here. I don't know anybody, and I don't even speak the language. So, you make your way to the coast and try to get the attention of a passing ship. Then go straight to the police and get help. Not just a couple of unarmed cops, mind you. An army would be preferable. I'll wait here and check out the surroundings.
But what if the guards come back?
Then I'll hide and wait for you to get back. Can't be all that hard to lie low in the jungle. I'm sure even I can do it.
I do not like this. Not one bit.
Have you got a better idea? Other than arguing until those guys come back and use us for target practice?
Unfortunately not.
And let's go.
Move on. I haven't had any breakfast yet.
Time for a late lunch?
Promise me you will be careful and hide as soon as you sense danger.
I will.
Really, at this time? A very, very, very late lunch.
Fit. I wonder what's beyond. It must be something big, or those Puritas Cordis people wouldn't have gone to such lengths trying to scare Sam away from here. Here I go.
Okay.
Oh no! What are they planning to blow up with that huge thing? The whole island?
That's a very loud oh no.
What happened here? Where's the prisoner? And where did my comrade go? I'd better inform headquarters. 070 HQ, please come in. Things are not going smoothly. The captured scientist has disappeared along with her guard. There must be more saboteurs around, I'm afraid. Are you sure? All right, give me 2 minutes to warn our guys. Then you can start the triggering sequence.
Wait, really? They want to blow up this area?
Triggered it remotely! I've got to get out of here!
Well then, run! Fuck, what the fuck are they doing? But see? Yeah, this is how they trigger the natural disasters. No, so the tsunami, the waves, it's not like Zadona predicting the
Take him along.
Take him! We can always...
predicting the prophecy. It's them making the prophecy happen on purpose. They're trying to make it like Zadona is actually like a prophet, you know, like actually can predict the futures and stuff. But that's not true.
I mean, anything other than rocks and rubble.
Good question. But we simply must keep our faith that we can succeed.
Where do we find that kind of faith? Well, in your case, I guess it's obvious. But quite honestly, I'm a little low on faith right now.
So you are simply going to give up and submit to your fate?
You're right. After all, there will still be plenty of time to sit back and enjoy the disasters once they're upon us.
Let's have another look at what Sister Elise wrote. Maybe we can find a clue. It says, all those years, the key lay well hidden within the ruins of Gatineau, and the saint who showed me the way appeared to me in a dream every night.
The saint?
Don't ask me. I don't know a whole lot more than you do.
Could be a saint statue or something like that.
The letter again in detail. Maybe something was mistranslated or we overlooked a clue. In the meantime, you keep your...
But yeah, I feel like that's how they trigger the natural disasters. They're making it happen. The assholes.
I wonder which of the...
They're willing to kill so many people just to
What about a little
make
faith?
the prophecy happen.
Belief is not all that important.
It's literally a death call.
Lack of
We
faith
called it.
won't get you far in life.
Yes, I know. Hope, spring...
Game is back to B movie tier? Oh, it moved up a grade.
Be a saint then. If you hit upon a trail
Nice.
that's a bit warmer...
No longer C movie. It's a B movie now.
I will do that. I promise. Oh, I almost forgot. There was a strange drawing enclosed with Elise's letter. No idea what
People have killed a lot more for a lot. That is true.
you in your search.
That is unfortunately very true in this world. Wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately it is. Aloha, Ghostly Ozzy. You're coming in right at the very end, because I won't be able to stream for that much longer, actually. Because it is a Thursday. Yeah, it's a spontaneous stream. I am streaming tomorrow, though. So you don't have to worry about that. So let me look around here first. I can still stream for like 10 minutes or so.
A sign is screwed in place quite firmly.
But how's your day? Or night?
Hello, what are you doing here?
Well, I was about to ask you the same thing. You are in a restricted area, you know.
Really? I didn't see any barriers.
Well, the barrier is sort of invisible. This property belongs to Latsada Construction, and trespassing is prohibited.
An invisible barrier. Is it patrolled by invisible guards, too?
Quite right. Actually, I don't really care. as long as you don't get in my way.
I wasn't
Quite late today, but you're able to make it to catch a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad you actually made it. I mean, I know it's a spontaneous stream, and we all have a life, right? You can always catch the VODs later,
or
for anything you
might
missed.
somehow be connected to.
I'm glad you dropped by.
No silly jokes, please.
I'm just glad to see you in general.
Okay, no jokes, but no saints either.
Is this pile of rubble really all that's left of Gatineau?
As far as I know, yes.
What are you doing here exactly?
I am surveying the land.
I can see that, but what for?
They're building a theme park, and the ruins of Gatineau are supposed to become part of the park.
A walk-in tourist attraction?
Precisely. And my job is to determine the paths along which hordes of tourists may wander without creating a hazard.
For the visitors or for the ruins?
Both. After all, 100 people crashing through the floor of a historic town would be rather unfortunate for the people, as well as the town.
Seems reasonable, but isn't there a risk that you might destroy something valuable here yourself?
No, the archaeologists have already finished. Otherwise, I would not be allowed to walk around here. And you shouldn't be allowed here anyway.
Yes, I know that. Don't remind me.
What did the archaeologists find here? Anything exciting?
I don't know. They had already left when I got here.
Damn it.
Bad. So there's nothing here now but rocks?
Did you have anything in particular in mind? Maybe I can help you.
In what way?
Well, the archaeologists might have overlooked something.
You mean you found something before?
Who knows?
That's robbery, an outright crime against science. My ex-boyfriend would take you to court for that.
But he is not here, is he?
My ex-boyfriend.
And since I am willing to turn a blind eye to your being...
Hopefully Max and Nina actually meet up and get together again. I mean, they haven't met throughout the entire game so far.
Exactly. If you should happen to come across something that might have historical value...
I'll bear that in mind. I'll leave you to your work then.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Liam. Could be here as always. And yeah, I'll be watching the playback on YouTube regardless. Okay, the thing about the YouTube uploads that it is kind of late because I schedule my videos to be uploaded. This video, like the Secret Files 2 videos, are going to be released only in like June. Way into June. But if you're, not willing to wait, the VODs will be up on Twitch for a while before Twitch, deletes the videos and stuff. I'll leave it on for a couple months. Or at least I try to. Because there's a limit now with how long, like, the duration of videos you can have on Twitch, the VODs. It's very annoying. But yeah, either way, the VODs will be up on Twitch for a while and then on YouTube forever. Unless something happens to YouTube. But yeah, it'll be there. So you can watch it whenever. I just like to clean up the VODs a little bit, do some recording. Make it look better with an intro and everything. As compared to stream where it's just like me blabbling and sometimes tech issues happen.
Push one of these buttons.
Dear visitor, welcome to the Gatineau excavation site. We would like to give you a brief overview of the eventful and mysterious history of the medieval town of Gatineau. Please select one of the following options.
Founding and rise, downfall, rediscovery.
In the late 7th century, Benedictine monks built an abbey on this spot in memory of the late Archbishop Austrebert of Rouen. In just a few years, the abbey blossomed into a thriving town that gained particular importance due to its location along the trade route from Rouen to Paris. In the early hours of April 5th, 1658, a devastating inferno raged in the streets of the small town. More than half of its population, caught asleep in bed, succumbed to the flames. Nearly all of the buildings were burned to the ground.
Ooh, that's rough.
To this very day, the town's restoration was never even attempted. The few who survived fled to neighboring villages and towns in a panic. In a single night, a prospering town was transformed into a charred patch of earth that would not be built upon for centuries to come.
That's sad. That's just sad.
For a new theme park began in early 2002, the surveyors unexpectedly came across the remains of a long-forgotten town. Large sections of Gatineau have been uncovered over the past few years. The ruins and certain reconstructed buildings will be open to the public as part of the new theme park. A small museum is planned as well.
Nice. Glad we learned that information. Safe. Okay, snack stand. Anything I could grab. Free snacks, maybe?
Just take one of these fortune cookies.
Nice.
The cleanest, sweetest smelling snack stand I've ever seen. Of course, that might be because there's nothing cooking.
Oh, damn it. There's nothing cooking?
Do I look like the kind of person who just picks up anything that isn't nailed down? Yes, all right. I'm going to leave it there anyway.
Well, at least you know you have kleptomaniac tendencies.
It says, be right back.
Oh, be right back. He's not here. Okay.
It doesn't really look all that fortunate.
Damn it. All right. She's not going to open it to see the message. There's a hook.
Here's something to get hooked on. The cleanest.
Ain't nothing. Molehill.
What am I supposed to do? Go up on a mole hunt? I don't have time for that. I need to save the world.
Yes, you do need to save the world.
A construction vehicle.
Okay, there's another molehill. I think we have to catch moles later. This is another area.
The sign says, to the ruins of Gatineau.
The ruins of Gatineau.
It is an ever-fixed post that looks on tempests and is never shaken.
Comes with the territory of having quantum pockets. Yeah, magical Mary Poppin pockets. Can fill it with everything. Which is great. And she just took that piece of paper. Oh no, it's a mirror.
It is the fairest of them all.
It's a mirror.
It's locked and secured with heavy padlocks, too. Looks like someone really wanted to make sure it would be safe.
Be safe from someone like you who's stealing everything.
Très chic. I would love to just hop in the car and drive far away from here. However, that wouldn't solve any of my problems.
Plastic boulder.
Screwed tightly in place.
Oh, I need to unscrew it later then.
This car wasn't parked here yesterday. I can't repair it, and I can't really do any more damage either. I think I should just let it rest in peace.
Okay, let it rest in peace. All right. Can I take the table? Oh, I took a cloth
small
pouch.
Cloth pouch. A spirit level with a built-in laser pointer. Goodness knows what it's used for. This little gadget has any
Pocket knife.
uses. An adventurer's dream tool. From the land of hole-ridden cheese and numbered bank accounts.
And then power cable.
Extension cable. It's locked.
Okay.
Oh, a statue. I wonder who it's supposed to be.
It has to be the saint. And our buddy makes it here at the same time.
Oh, here you are.
Yes.
What is this statue?
No idea. I was hoping you could tell me.
There is a plaque on the statue.
I'm really hoping this guy is not evil. But after Oleg in the previous game,
The inscription
I'm
is quite
suspicious
valid.
still.
It appears
Just
to
a
be
little
statue
bit.
of Saint something. His name is barely discernible.
Saint?
Yes.
Our saint? The one Elise mentioned in her letter?
Yes. Possibly.
I didn't think he'd be this easy to find. So now what?
Now I will.
Now you try to decipher the inscription. Duh.
Take yet another look around for more clues?
Exactly.
I feared as much. Did you discover any more clues in Sister Elise's letter?
Not paranoia, that's true. Yeah, that's true, though.
Everything.
Like, with Nina's luck, though, it could
Can I
be
have
very
any
possible
translation?
that
Certainly.
he is evil.
At least we know now what to do. I decipher, you go on looking.
Gotta run for a work call to join after.
Isn't so
You can come back tomorrow. I'll stream much longer tomorrow, but I have to end
No,
pretty much after this because it's going to be 11 p.m.
This
And I gotta wake up at
the
6
statue
a.m.
systematically
tomorrow,
mentioned, which
because I have
means
to
that the
work.
statue shows the way.
so I
to the
can't
hiding
stream for
place.
much longer. But thank you for dropping by,
Only need to figure out
Jetpack.
what that means.
I'll see you
Yeah,
again
right.
some other time.
Only.
Have a great
Oh, well.
day at work,
there's a
or
will,
just a great
there's a
day in
way.
general.
And where wood is chopped, splinters must fall. Time to hunt for the next clue.
Okay, yeah, I actually do have to end here. I really wish I could go longer, but as y'all know, I gotta work tomorrow. This is a spontaneous stream, so it is shorter than my usual stream. But I will be back tomorrow. And most probably, hopefully, I don't know how far away from the ending we are. But who knows? Maybe I can finish the game tomorrow, right? I will be streaming much longer because it'll be a Friday for me. So I will be able to go for at the very least 4 hours. No, at least. My usual timing now, maybe longer than that. Who knows? Right? I'm feeling pretty good this week because I did get quite some stuff done. So, yeah. And the almighty paycheck demands your obedience. Yes. I need that money. It's the only way I could afford more games, right? I just bought, Katie Rain 2. Or, Kathy Rain 2. I'm sorry. It's Kathy. Kathy Rain 2. And I got Full Throttle Remastered, so you'll be very happy, the Hermit Gamer. Both games of which you recommended. Right? Which I will play. I will play eventually. I'll play a Kathy Rain 2 after I finish the Secret File series. Although by that time I know everyone else probably finished playing that game already. I'm a bit slow. But after I'm done with the series, I can go to Kathy Rain 2. Then Full Throttle Remastered, maybe whenever after that, I don't know. Because I also want to play the Yesterday series from Pendula Studios. And there's the Arsene Lupin game too that I want to play. So, yeah, but we'll deal with that when that time comes. For now, I gotta go to bed. So before I ramble even more, I want to say thank you all for everyone who dropped by, who's watching, the Hermit Gamer, Jetpack, who else? Ghostly Ozzy, Harma. Thank you all so much for dropping by. Of course, everyone else who is watching, lurking, you're watching the VODs, you're watching on YouTube, wherever you are watching from. Even if you don't chat, you don't comment, I appreciate you nonetheless. Thank y'all so much for watching. For those of you watching on YouTube, I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, until then, take care.